I am not going to lie. I have no clue how to start this video. I'm just gonna talk, I'm just gonna talk. So, as the title sort of describes, I don't know what I'm doing. And that's the whole point of this. You're going to follow me on my journey to becoming a hopefully not trash game dev. And I'm starting off with very little experience. So, if you like this type of stuff, um, hit the sub button. Maybe like this video if you're feeling nice. And yeah, how do we even start this? How do we start this? I guess the first thing I'll sort of cover is my experience. So obviously, I'm not starting off completely from the jump. I'm not completely new to programming. I've been programming for a while now. I started off with Java. I know Java pretty well. I come from the Minecraft plugin development ecosystem, so I've got experience with that. Excuse me, and yeah, as you can see in the background, I'm actually working on a Minecraft plugin in the background here. But yeah, that's mainly what I do. I know Java. In terms of game development, I know Godot. Not too much though. I have very little experience with Godot. So if you thought I tricked you, not really. I I don't have much experience with the Godot, as you'll see later in the video. But yeah, and in terms of my art skills, they are mediocre at best. So that's something that I'm going to have to improve on immensely throughout this whole journey, throughout this series. And yeah, I'll be showing everything. The whole point of this is to be as transparent as possible to show everybody what the journey truly looks like. Now, I don't know how often I'm going to release these videos. I want to say maybe once or twice a month because I don't necessarily want to focus on these videos. My number one priority is to be a game dev. I want to be a game dev, but I also want to show the journey. So, yeah, that's the whole point of this. If you want to follow more closely, you guys can join the Discord in the description. I'd greatly appreciate it. And, yeah, how do we? I guess let's get started. The first thing that we'll do is I'm just gonna make a small little game, I guess. Let's see how this goes. Let's go. Alrighty, so this is what I've come up with so far. So I figured out that the actually let me back up. So you guys saw in the little the speed up uh video that I had that you just watched. I did some research on what type of game I should make. Originally my idea was to just make a small game, nothing too serious. I just want to sort of improve my skills before I make anything, I guess, serious or anything bigger. And I ended up doing the complete opposite of that actually. So, um, I've got a few other game ideas, but this one's sort of similar to the other ones that I've made. I sort of want to delve into the mental health slash psychology space when it comes to my games. The whole idea behind the games I want to make is I want them to be very story driven, and I want them to sort of evoke a feeling from the players, sort of like Celeste. Celeste is a game about mental health, which is cool. I like those type of games that are fun but also are very strong in the story, and the theme is very strong. That's big for me. The theme has to be very strong. So that's the goal of this game. And I guess let's start with the rough notes and brainstorming. So it's gonna be a 2D side scroller. It's gonna be made with pixel art, and I guess at a very basic level, you're gonna be able to play. So pretend like you're playing a regular side scroller, and you're gonna be able to go upside down as well. So if you go upside down, then the whole game changes pretty much. The whole, I guess, idea slash theme behind that is that if you're playing right side up, if you're playing upright, that's you in reality. That's you just in your current reality. Now, if you go upside down, you're escaping reality. That's the whole theme behind it. And I put here in the notes that there is a cost to playing upside down, because if you are playing upside down, you are running from reality. You are running from your problems, and there is a cost to running from your problems. So, yeah, that's the whole idea behind that. Yeah, I wrote it's like escaping your present, running away from your problems, and in the story, there's gonna be something like people in your life are going to notice that you are running from your problems and that you should address them instead of avoiding them. That's generally good advice. What else? What else? The problems in this game will be small. It's the first game. So, okay. So, the game is called Escape Signs. So, I was thinking that this will be the first game. It'll be a small game. And then maybe if I really want to continue this idea, then I could make other games. Like, I don't know, just other games that'll sort of be about the same thing, but just progress the story. I put sequels, Escape Healing. That's the next one, potentially. We will see. We'll see how this game goes, and we'll see what I'm feeling like after we complete this one. But yeah, that's the rough notes. I'll show you guys the name ideas. So these were the names that I was making. Upright, because like I said, you're playing the game upright, and you can go upside down. That's why upside down is here. Escapism. The whole theme about this game is sort of escapism. Excuse me. You're running away from your problem, so you're escaping. Escapist, same thing. Escape signs. So I'll explain why signs is applicable here. I was choosing between escape signs and escape beginnings, and I chose escape signs. So if we go here, got a little research thing here. I don't think there's anything in here. Oh, there's dissociation and anxiety. So for the story, it's just really rough. As you can see, there's not much detail at all. This is a chronological sequence of events. I cannot talk at all. So in the first event, there's nothing to worry about. The character has no problems. Their spirits are up, character's happy, and there's nothing to worry about yet. Now, the next one is the turning point. This is the character. They're still in their earlier years, possibly in their teen years, and something significant happens. A significant event occurs. It is some overwhelming situation that causes the character to sort of develop a defensive mechanism, i.e., this is escapism. Yeah, escapism is sort of disconnecting yourself from reality for periods at a time so that you don't have to deal with your problems, your current reality, pretty much. That's why people escape. The next one is oblivious. So life goes on. The character still isn't aware of their problems, or they're not conscious of them, but they are escaping reality without even knowing it. Now this one may be a little bit weird. You're like, how do they how do they not know that they're doing such a thing? Well, certain people, you can sort of check out, but that's just your normality, if that makes sense. That's just normal to you. That's what you've been doing. So it's not really anything out of the ordinary. You're just checking out, if that makes sense. I can sort of relate to that. That's why the story is sort of it's sort of like me expressing certain issues I may have going on. So that's where sort of the inspiration comes from. Intervention. People close to them start noticing that they're sometimes either not present or something even stranger. They have gaps in their memory. They don't remember certain things from their childhood. So yeah, this sort of plays into the whole dissociation thing. You're disconnecting yourself from reality, which also means you're not necessarily taking in information, taking in memories, because you're so disconnected. You're not processing things. You're just sort of there physically, but mentally you may be checked out because you're trying to escape. You're trying to not even deal with reality. I know I keep hashing over that, but that's really the core of this situation right here. And then signs. So the characters in denial, they don't believe that they have such issues, but another significant event occurs, and suddenly there's some sort of signs. These are the different signs, and things are sort of becoming more apparent to them. They were in denial before, or where is it? Denial. Oh yeah, it's literally in this one. The character's in denial, but they're also getting signs that tell them maybe this is actually happening. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's been done in terms of planning and brainstorming and figuring out how things are going to be done. Yeah, this is what I spent the majority of my time on, just fleshing this out now. In terms of what I did in Godot, I really didn't do anything at all. I just made an escape signs little project here, and it's not going to contain anything. It's just very minimal stuff. Yeah, there's literally nothing in there. Nothing in the file tree, nothing, absolutely nothing. And the other thing I did was I made a little repository for this, just so that if I want to work on this on my laptop, I can also get the code from GitHub and work on it on my laptop. And it's also good just to have like a sort of backup of your stuff in case for some reason my whole PC just bricks itself. And I would cry if I lost everything. But yeah, this is it. I think this will conclude the first episode. I see I've been recording for 9 minutes just talking over this, and the video is already maybe like 5 minutes. So yeah, this will conclude the first episode. If you want to follow this journey, if you're on the game development journey, if you're an indie game developer, hit that like button, press subscribe, follow me on my journey, and tell me what you guys are doing. Tell me how your journey's going. And if you want to be even closer to me, I have a Discord. I'll link it in the description below, and I'll be in there. Just talking, giving updates. I may drop more frequent updates within the Discord than you'll see in the YouTube videos, because the YouTube videos, I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of work. And like I said before, my main priority is to develop my skills as a game dev. Not necessarily put a ton of time into the YouTube thing. I do want to show off the journey, but I also want to make sure I'm actually doing what I set out to do. My goal is to improve my skills as a game dev and release my first game. So yeah, that is everything. Appreciate you guys. If you made it this far, thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the second one.